All right, hey, what's up, everyone? First off, I've got the Insta360 Go 3S. We'll be testing that out, and we'll be flying that on the Crux35. And this is just going to be like initial impressions, not so much a review. And the focus is mostly actually going to be the Insta360, the Go 3S, which is running at 39 grams. I know DJI just released the Osmo Nano, kind of in direct competition, but the benefit to the Insta360 Go 3S is that it's actually about 10 grams lighter, is physically smaller. So if you're running, like a 250 gram or less quad, might be the better option. We're gonna find out. Be looking for like rolling shutter effect, lens distortion, and tomorrow's supposed to be cloudy, so I'm thinking I'm going to get a little bit of footage tomorrow, contrast the difference between good lighting conditions versus poor lighting conditions, and kind of compare the two. But yeah, I'm going to do 2 flights today. I'll also list the full build in the description, and I'll link where you can get the components, so if you wanted to build something similar, you could. And the price on this, for me to build this, was about $250, so fairly cheap. You can buy the Crux bind and fly from, I think it's AliExpress. I've seen them as low as $150. The components on this build are going to be definitely better than what you're going to get with the bind and fly, but still not bad. $150. I'm going to say this. Overall, I like the Go 3S, especially considering its size. I feel like the field of view is acceptable. The rolling shutter, it may be an issue in certain conditions, but I found it to be no better or worse than other action cams. I also just wanted to add, I found it a bit interesting on day 2, which kind of poor lighting conditions compared to day 1. Again, no ND filter, auto settings. There really was no distinguishable rolling shutter that I observed. So I find that a little bit odd and kind of interesting as well. That, you know, day 1, better lighting conditions, running an ND filter. You know, I will say this. I probably, if I had to do it again, I'd probably use the ND32. I was using the ND16, which might have been letting in too much light. Might attribute a little bit to the more pronounced rolling shutter on day 1. So the cons for the Insta360 Go 3S. I would say the cost, it's expensive. It would be nice if the price was on par with the DJI Osmo Nano, which I think is currently selling for $300 versus, yeah, the Go 3S is listed, I think, for about $360. However, I will say this, the Go 3S is 10 grams lighter and is physically smaller. So again, kind of like I said before, for sub 250 builds, I think that the Go 3S is probably going to be, at least for me, the better option. I don't own the DJI Osmo Nano, so and maybe at some point I'll actually buy one and kind of do a cross comparison of the two. And then I'll also say this, for larger builds, I would definitely go with a full-size action cam. This is 8-bit. Most full-size action cams are 10-bit. You're going to get a bit larger sensor. So anyways, hope you liked the video. Comment below if this is something that you would be interested in, if this is something you would fly, and comment below if you're into the sub 250 quads. Comment below if you fly analog, if you fly digital. And hey, thanks again. Thanks for watching this. If you watched this video all the way through, I appreciate it, and hopefully you've acquired some useful information from all this. See you on the next video.